an example of the receipts and payment account. I took this example from the book as a past question for accounting. So it shows the summary of the orientation club for 2023 from the 31st. So these statistics were published on the 31st of December 2023. It shows that the club has receipts of subscription, cafe receipts, competition receipts, and rifle receipts. Then they have payments for cafe purchases, rent, equipment, general expenses, competition, and rifle prices. Then they said the treasurer also presented this information at the end of the year on the 31st day to explain how the opening stock of the club was when he received the club to control. So he said the opening cash when he received was 900, the restaurant stock that he made was 15, the expenses due 250, subscription prepaid 800, and depreciation of equipment is 10%. So they asked us to prepare a receipts and payment account and also prepare income and expenditure account as well, and said name the person responsible to keep the financial records. So we'll start with the receipts and payment account. Now, like I said before, I said when they ask you to create this account, you create a 4-row page in your document to explain. One part will be for the receipts and the other part will be for the payment. Is it clear? So on the receipts section, we have the opening stock, which is explained here. It is 1,100. We have the cash in hand, which is explained by the treasurer. It's 900. Then we have subscription of members for the whole year. It shows that the club has 34,500. Then we have cafe receipts for 4,800. Competition receipt 1,100. Raffle receipt 1,200. So what you did and what you have to do at the end, you have to put the total for receipts. When you put it, it gives us 43,600. Then you come to the other section, which is the payment column. We have cafe purchases, the rents, equipment, general expenditures, competition costs, raffle prices, subscription prepaid, and closing stock. Why is subscription prepaid on this column? It's because this amount is amount paid by members of the club, but the year for this abduction has not yet come, so you have to put it as payment under this column. They also have to put the closing stock because they are materials the club has paid for, but they are not yet to be sold. They are there and they possess this monetary value, so you have to put them in the payments. So when you do this, it gives you 13,700. You have to put the total payments. Then at the end of the day, you have to make a clear explanation of why this diagram is like this by explaining the excess of received over payment. When you do that, you take 43,600, you minus it from 13,700. It will give you the net value of the excesses. So the next question says we should prepare an income expenditure. Now, to prepare the income expenditure, we need to make adjustments because the statistics are not straight and they cannot appear like this directly. So what we need to do, we need to make adjustment on depreciation, adjustment on subscription, and adjustment on general expenditures. So to make adjustment on depreciation, of course, they said the value of depreciation for equipment dropped by 10%. So what we do, we take the cost of the equipment, calculate 10% of it, and put the value of the depreciated cost. So when you present it in a tabular form, when you put the description of the equipment, you put the cost of the equipment, you must put the value depreciated and minus it from the cost of the equipment to give you the net book value. Is it clear? So when you do that, you put it here. But when you are making a calculation under expenditure, this is what is important because this is what the club has used as far as the building is concerned. Then we come to subscription. We will put the total amount of subscription. Then we have to minus subscription prepaid because it cannot be registered for the year because it is not, the prepayment is not for that year, it's for 2024. Like you can see here, the treasurer indicated and said subscription prepaid for 2024 is 800. So you cannot record it as subscription for that year, you have to minus it. That's what it means by adjusting. So when you minus it, it gives you 33,700. Then general expenditure is the same. General expenditure, they say there's expenditure due. So you have to add it because they have spent but they have not paid. So when you add it, it will give 4,100. So this information, you use it to create the income and expenditure account. It's okay.